Imagine waking up one morning, and as you try to stand, your legs don't respond with the same firmness they used to. You walk a little slower, not because you're in pain, but because it feels like your body has lost some of the strength that was always there. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. After age 60, most people experience a silent process called sarcopenia, which is simply the progressive loss of muscle mass. But here's the part almost no one tells you. This loss is not inevitable. And what's even more surprising is that the key to reversing it may lie in what you eat right before going to bed. Yes, while you're sleeping deeply, your body is working non-stop repairing and rebuilding your muscles, but only if you give it the nutrients it needs at the right time. In this video, I'm going to reveal 4 nighttime foods that can make a real difference in your strength, your energy, and your mobility. They're not expensive supplements or complicated recipes, but simple, accessible, and delicious options that anyone can add to their nightly routine. I'm going to share real-life stories of people who, with just a small change to their last meal of the day, noticed amazing improvements, sleeping more soundly, waking up without that morning stiffness, and regaining their confidence when walking. And no, we're not talking about exhausting workouts or impossible diets, but small acts of self-care that fit in the palm of your hand and take just minutes to prepare. Before we continue, I want you to think about this. Your body doesn't stop listening to your muscles after a certain age. On the contrary, it's waiting for every opportunity to repair and strengthen them. It just needs you to speak the right language. And that language is the right nutrition at the right time. In the next few minutes, we'll discover together why certain foods before bed can help you reach the deeper stages of sleep, how those extra minutes of restorative sleep turn into stronger muscles, which specific nutrients activate the muscle rebuilding process during the night. And the best part? I've saved the most surprising for last. The 4th food on the list is so simple you probably have it in your kitchen right now, and its ability to protect your muscles will amaze you. So stay with me until the end, because not only will you learn something new, you'll be able to start applying it tonight. At the end, I'll invite you to choose which of these 4 foods you'll try first before bed, and who knows, maybe in a few weeks you'll be the one sharing your inspiring story with our community. This is your moment to take care of yourself, to give your body what it truly needs, and to prove that strength has no age. Because even as the years go by, you can still wake up each morning feeling more stable, more confident, and more capable. Think of this video as a calm conversation between friends, one that can transform your nightly routine and your quality of life. What you'll learn today is not just science and nutrition, but also an invitation to reconnect with your own well-being. Get ready, because what you'll learn today could become your new nighttime ritual to regain strength, improve your sleep, and above all, live with more independence and confidence. 1. Kiwi. I want you to picture a small fruit with brown, fuzzy skin that hides a bright green, juicy interior dotted with tiny black seeds. Yes, I'm talking about the kiwi. You might remember it as part of a summer fruit salad or as a colorful garnish on a dessert. Though what you might not know is that this humble fruit can become a quiet ally for your strength and your nighttime rest. Let me tell you the story of Ernesto, a 73-year-old retired man passionate about gardening. He confessed that lately he'd been struggling to fall asleep, and when he woke up, his legs felt heavy, as if he hadn't rested at all. He didn't have sharp pain, but there was that uncomfortable stiffness that made his mornings slow. One day, I suggested a simple change: eat 2 kiwis 1 hour before bed every night for 2 weeks. What happened surprised him. By the 3rd night, he told me he was falling asleep faster and waking up less often during the night. A week later, he called me excited. I don't know what's in those kiwis, but I wake up lighter, looser, and I even walk with more energy. Science backs up what Ernesto experienced. Kiwi is one of the few fruits that naturally contains melatonin, a hormone our body produces to signal that it's time to sleep. While many people turn to melatonin pills, kiwi offers a natural, gentle version that your body recognizes and absorbs better. Studies with older adults have shown that eating kiwi before bed improves both the quality and duration of sleep. But its magic doesn't stop there. Deep sleep is when your body enters its muscle repair phase. During those hours, damaged tissues are rebuilt, muscle fibers regenerate, and strength is restored. If you don't reach those deep sleep stages, the process gets interrupted and recovery is limited. Thanks to its melatonin and antioxidant content, kiwi helps open the door to deeper, more restorative rest. Let's talk about those antioxidants. Kiwi is rich in vitamin C and vitamin E, two powerful defenders against oxidative stress. As we age, our muscle cells become more vulnerable to inflammation and oxidative damage, leading to stiffness, loss of flexibility, and fatigue. The antioxidants in kiwi help neutralize that damage, allowing your muscles to focus on getting stronger instead of constantly repairing. There's another detail many love. Kiwi is an excellent source of potassium, a key mineral for muscle function. Potassium helps regulate muscle contractions and prevents those dreaded nighttime cramps, the kind that can wake you up with a sharp pain in your leg at 3 in the morning. Plus, its low glycemic index makes it a safe choice for people managing blood sugar, such as those with diabetes or insulin resistance. Unlike other sweet fruits, kiwi doesn't cause spikes in blood glucose, making it perfect as a nighttime snack. How to include it? Simple, peel 2 kiwis about an hour before bed. You don't need blenders, ovens, or complicated recipes. Just enjoy its flavor while reading a book, watching your favorite show, or listening to soft music. It's a simple gesture that, repeated night after night, can become an anchor for your muscle health and sleep. Of course, like any food, it's not for everyone. Some people with very sensitive stomachs may notice mild discomfort from its acidity. If that's the case, start with half a kiwi and see how you feel. Kiwi won't bring instant miracles, but its nutrient combination works consistently and accumulatively. It's like giving your body a clear signal each night. Here are the tools to repair yourself and wake up stronger. Think of it this way. While you sleep, your body is like a nighttime workshop. If that workshop has high-quality replacement parts, the job gets done better. Kiwi is one of those high-quality parts. It supports rest, reduces inflammation, and nourishes muscles. And best of all, it fits in the palm of your hand. In a world where we're told that improving health requires big sacrifices, kiwi reminds us that sometimes the smallest changes are the most powerful. It's accessible, tasty, easy to prepare, and full of benefits. So tonight, before you close your eyes, give your body this little green treasure. You might just find that with each sunrise, your strength and energy no longer feel like something slipping away, but something that's slowly returning. To wivel. If there's one food almost all of us have had on our table, from childhood breakfast to last-minute dinners, it's the egg. Versatile, simple, and nutritious, yet often underestimated. We usually associate it with the first meal of the day, but today I want to tell you why having an egg before bed can be a small gesture with a huge impact on your strength and muscle recovery. I remember Lucia, a 69-year-old woman, always active and cheerful. She told me that every morning she woke up feeling like her legs didn't want to support her. She walked with uncertainty, and even though she tried to stay active, she felt less stable. Her dinner was usually very light, a soup or herbal tea, because she believed eating later might affect her sleep. I suggested something simple: add a boiled or soft-cooked egg an hour before bed, without changing anything else in her routine. At first she was skeptical, but she decided to try it. 2 weeks later, she returned with a bigger smile than ever. Now I wake up feeling steadier, like my legs are ready to hold me from the first step. What happened? The answer is protein. Eggs contain what's known as complete protein, meaning they have all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. Among them is leucine, a key amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis, the process of building and repairing muscle tissue. This is crucial for older adults. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at using small amounts of protein. A 25-year-old can maintain and build muscle with modest portions, but after 60, you need a more concentrated dose of high-quality protein to get the same effect. And that's where eggs shine. Just one egg provides about 6 grams of protein and a good amount of leucine. Eggs are also rich in vitamin D, which not only strengthens bones, but also improves muscle function. Many older adults are deficient in this vitamin, especially those who don't get much sun exposure. Eggs also provide choline, a nutrient that supports brain and nervous system health, improving communication between your brain and muscles. I know some people still worry about cholesterol. For years, eggs were unfairly blamed for heart problems. Today, we know that for most people, eating one egg a day is not only safe, but may actually improve cholesterol levels by increasing HDL, the good cholesterol. Unless your doctor advises otherwise, there's no reason to fear this food. The key is how you prepare it. Avoid frying it in butter or large amounts of oil, as this adds unnecessary saturated fat. The best nighttime options are soft-boiled, hard-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled with a little olive oil. They're easy to digest and retain their nutrients. Another advantage is practicality. Eggs require no elaborate recipes. They're ready in minutes and pair well with other healthy foods. For example, a boiled egg alongside half a kiwi could be a perfect duo. The egg provides the protein to rebuild muscle, and the kiwi helps you sleep more deeply. Don't underestimate the power of a simple egg before bed. It's not a trendy trick or a magic recipe, but a nutritional tool your body recognizes and appreciates. It's giving your muscles exactly what they need right when they benefit from it most while you rest. In a world full of expensive supplements and quick fixes, eggs remind us that sometimes the answer lies in the basics. They're in your fridge, they cost very little, and they can make a big difference. If you decide to try it, give it at least 2 weeks. Notice how you feel when you wake up. Pay attention to your energy and stability. You might discover that a small change in your nighttime routine is enough to give back some of the strength you thought was gone. 3. Pumpkin seeds. If I told you that one of the best allies for your muscles and your sleep fits into a single tablespoon, you might not believe me, but it's true. They're small, green, and often forgotten in a jar at the back of the pantry. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. Let me tell you the story of Hector, a 72-year-old man who loves fishing. He told me that in the mornings his legs felt tense, as if he had spent the whole night standing. He tried stretching, massages, and warm baths, but the feeling returned every day. When I looked at his diet, I noticed he was missing a key mineral, magnesium. I suggested something simple: eat 1 tablespoon of unsalted pumpkin seeds about an hour before bed. He didn't change anything else. In less than 2 weeks, he called me to say that he no longer woke up with that tension in his legs and was sleeping straight through the night. Magnesium is essential for muscles to relax properly. Without enough of it, muscles can remain in a semi-contracted state even while you sleep, leading to stiffness and nighttime cramps. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, about 28 grams, provides roughly 37% of your daily magnesium needs. These seeds also contain tryptophan, an amino acid the body converts into serotonin, and then into melatonin, the sleep hormone. This means they not only relax the body, but also help prepare the mind for deep, restorative sleep. During those high-quality sleep hours, the body activates its most important muscle recovery processes. Damaged tissues are repaired, muscle fibers are strengthened, and hormone levels are balanced, especially if your body has the right nutrients available. Another advantage is their plant-based protein content. A serving of pumpkin seeds provides about 7 grams of protein, along with healthy fats that allow a slow and steady release of amino acids throughout the night. This is particularly valuable for older adults, as it prevents long periods without protein intake, which can contribute to muscle loss. They're also rich in zinc, an essential mineral for cell repair, immune health, and hormone production. In older men, maintaining healthy zinc levels is linked to balanced testosterone, which directly influences muscle preservation. The easiest way to add them is to take a small amount, between 1 and 2 tablespoons, natural or lightly toasted but without added salt. You can eat them on their own or mix them with plain, unsweetened yogurt. You could even pair them with fresh fruit, like half a kiwi, to boost both muscle relaxation and sleep quality. Some people like to lightly heat them in a dry pan to enhance their flavor. If you do, avoid heavy oils or seasonings. We want a light snack that's easy to digest before bed. Keep in mind they're calorie-dense. This doesn't make them a bad food, but it's easy to overeat without realizing it. The best approach is to portion them out before sitting down to enjoy them. Whenever possible, choose high-quality seeds. If buying packaged, check that they don't contain hydrogenated oils, excess salt, or artificial flavorings. Bulk options from trusted stores are often a good choice. Pumpkin seeds have the charm of simple foods. They take up little space, require no refrigeration, are ready in seconds, and quietly deliver a nutrient combination that works for your rest and strength. They're proof that sometimes something as simple as a spoonful of seeds before bed can make all the difference in how you feel when you wake up. 4. Cottage cheese. Some foods don't draw attention at first glance. They don't have bright colors or intense aromas, but they hide a quiet power to strengthen your body. One of these is cottage cheese, known in many places as requesón. You may have seen it at the supermarket and walked right past it, thinking it was bland or something only people on strict diets eat. But behind its modest appearance, this food is a true guardian of your muscles while you sleep. Let me tell you about Marta, 76 years old. She had always been active, but in recent years she started noticing that climbing stairs felt harder. It wasn't a lack of motivation, it was that her legs felt weaker and less stable. She tried walking, supplements, and light exercise routines, but progress was slow. One day, I suggested a very small change. Have a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese about 30 minutes before bed. In just 3 weeks, she told me something I loved hearing. I don't know if it's coincidence, but I wake up with more energy. I even feel like I get out of bed faster. The reason lies in a type of protein this food has in abundance, casein. Unlike other proteins that the body digests quickly, casein is processed slowly and steadily. This means that for several hours, it releases amino acids into your bloodstream, feeding your muscles continuously while you sleep. This is especially important after 60, when muscle loss can speed up if we go many hours without protein. At night, the body goes into repair mode, but if there aren't amino acids available, it can start breaking down its own muscle for energy. With cottage cheese, that risk decreases. The supply is steady and sufficient to keep recovery active until morning. It's also a good source of leucine, the same muscle-building amino acid we talked about with eggs. And as an added benefit, it's low in carbohydrates and doesn't cause blood sugar spikes, making it suitable for people with diabetes or those looking to keep their glucose levels stable. Another plus is that cottage cheese can be adapted to different tastes. If you prefer something savory, just add a bit of chopped tomato and oregano. If you prefer it sweet, mix it with a few slices of fruit like kiwi or strawberries. Even a pinch of cinnamon can turn it into a soft, comforting dessert before bed. For those watching their blood pressure, there are low-sodium versions, and for those caring for heart health, there are 1% fat or fat-free options. The key is to choose a natural variety without added sugars or artificial flavors. There's no complicated preparation. Just open the container, serve a small portion, about half a cup, and enjoy it slowly. This can also become part of your nighttime ritual to relax and send your body the message, here's what you need to repair yourself tonight. Cottage cheese isn't just food. It's a practical, affordable tool to care for your muscle strength. A silent ally that works while you rest, reminding you that it's never too late to regain what you thought you'd lost. Throughout this video, we've explored 4 small nightly habits that can make a big difference in your strength, your energy, and your sleep. Kiwi, with its melatonin and antioxidants. Eggs, with their complete protein and leucine. Pumpkin seeds, rich in magnesium and tryptophan. And cottage cheese, with its slow-releasing casein that feeds your muscles all night long. This isn't about extreme diets or miracle solutions. These are simple, accessible foods that are easy to add to your routine. What matters is consistency. Night after night, these nutrients quietly work to help you maintain your independence, your mobility, and your quality of life. Remember, muscle loss is not an inevitable fate. With small daily decisions, you can slow down and even reverse that process. The power is in your hands, or more precisely, on your plate before bedtime. Now tell me, which of these 4 foods are you going to try first tonight? Leave your answer in the comments. Your experience might inspire someone else. And if you found this content helpful, subscribe and give this video a like. Here, we're building a community where growing older means living better.